Hi guys, it's Sarah with Something's Pretty Special, and today I just wanted to share with you my how I'm getting organized for this year, I guess. So this is what I have come up with after watching a ton of videos here on YouTube and seeing the Filofax craze and all sorts of things that are going on. This is kind of how I've decided to keep myself and my family organized this year. So let me go through it with you. I'm going to try and do this quick. I don't want it to be super long because it's right now, at least it's pretty simple. So on top here, this is just one of those $1.50 planners that we all see at Michael's and Joann's, you know, the month at a glance. So, and then for the cover here and for this, you know, flap, Papercrafter 45 on her channel had a tutorial a little while ago on how to do the altered cover. So that's how I did the, so that's where I got the idea for the cover. But this is just simple, my month at a glance. The reason I am still using this, even though I've, you know, made myself a faux Filofax, is because this, no matter what purse I use, this can always go with me. In the smallest purse that I own, this will still fit. I can still have some sort of a planner with me. So, you know, there's really no excuse whether I have this with me or this with me. I have some sort of planner to jot things down. And then, you know, when I get home to where the other one is, I can sync them up. So that's why I'm still using this one. And then here is the newest edition. This is my faux Filofax. I really like the look of the Filofax, but I wasn't too crazy about the price. And when I was cleaning my closet to get my Christmas decorations out, I found this. I actually had it in there in storage. It's a Franklin Covey planner. I've had it for probably 12 years at least, if not a little bit longer. And I thought, how perfect, I already have this. I can just buy some inserts. I can make it my own and see where it takes me this year. So this is black, it's leather. As you can see here, it's really thick and squishy. And I really like it. I like the feel of it. This is what they call the desk size. So it's the inserts and everything are 5.5 by 8.5 tall. So, and it just has, you know, the flap here. And then when you open it up, over here, there's a pocket, a zippered pouch, another pocket, and all these credit card slots. So a ton of storage if I was to need to keep paperwork or, you know, dates, you know, coupons. I mean, I have a ton of space to keep things in here, fill it with Post-its, whatever. I have lots of pockets and availability for storage. Right now, the only thing I've got stored is just some extra binder clips that I might need, you know, as this thing gets packed. Over here, just really simple. I wanted a full-size flyleaf, but I couldn't find my acetate, but I found this. This was just some leftover packaging, so I just made my own undercut version, which for now works great for Post-its, and, you know, as this kind of evolves, if I want to put some more stuff on there or get a full-size one, you know, I can always swap it out. Then we go straight into my month at a glance. All of my inserts that you see are the Daytimer Flavia collection inserts. I got them all on Amazon. That was the best deal that I found, and it was more than half off of what my office stores were going to charge. So for all of my inserts plus a package of 100 sheets of lined paper, I think I spent $26 for all the calendar pieces to put this together. I think my office store was going to charge me close to $50. So I really felt that Amazon was the best deal. So I would recommend looking there or on eBay to see what you guys can find if you're interested in doing one, but, you know, don't want to spend that much at Office Max or Staples or whatnot. These, like I said, this is the Flavia collection, and what really drew me to these as opposed to some of the other ones is they already have these really cool doodles on them. They're already colored, so I can embellish as I want or not at all, but and still have, you know, some really fun things to look at. So these are my month at a glance. This is, you know, January on 2 pages, and mainly what I'm anticipating using this for is appointments, you know, what is going on certain days of the month, you know, payday, bills due, you know, any changes to my work schedule, doctor's appointments, days that one or both of us might be out of town, things like that, just to kind of at a glance be able to say, you know, oh, this last Saturday I have to do this, or this Sunday we're going here. And it's really quick, you know, to flip to forward 6 months and say, oh, in August we have to do this. So I really like my month at a glance. The other really cool thing about this collection that I didn't realize when I bought it is at the end of each month, there is a whole section here dedicated to notes for the month of January. So if I needed to embellish further from something I wrote on here, I could do that. If I wanted to make a goals list or deadlines, you know, things on here, I have a whole page already built in for notes for the month of January. And it's like that for every month. So again, this is the start for February. I have my month, I can see what's going on, and then I turn it over. I have a whole page of notes to see if there's anything else I need to, you know, elaborate on. I have this page here. So that's my month at a glance. Then we'll flip forward. Let's get through December. Then starting here, it's by month and it's a week on 2 pages. So I'll show you what that is. Again, with the Flavia collection, really cool designs and quotes already built in, all these really fun colors and things. So I can embellish as I see fit, but you know, it's already pretty bright and fun, you know, without having to do anything. I have a binder clip just to keep the weeks together as, you know, they pass. This is actually last week, so this would be this current week, you know, starting with today. My goal for this section is to be able to embellish again from my month where it would just say something generic like appointment 9 o'clock. When I flip to my week in a view, if my appointment was this day, I could write here, you know, appointment 9 o'clock, Dr. So-and-so. And if there's any extra things that I need to do for that specific appointment or task, I can embellish here. And as I'm going through the week and, you know, starting on Sunday, I can see exactly what I have to do, when and where, and all the extra little things I need to try and pack, remember, plan ahead for the week. So this is my week at a glance. The other, you know, so I'm anticipating this is just where I'm going to get more detailed in what I need to do if there's errands or anything that pops up. You know, if I found out here on Tuesday that I need to do something on Thursday, I just flip to this week, jot it down, and it's, you know, it's in there without having to, you know, I can just, this takes it down, so I'm just focusing on these 7 days. So that's my week on 2 pages. Again, with this collection at the end of every month, so we'll flip through the end of January. Again, there's a whole nother note section built in already for that month. If I needed to elaborate, if I ran out of room, there's this whole other note section built in, which I really enjoy. You know, there's lots of opportunities and lots of space available for me to be able to write down everything I need to make sure that I'm not forgetting anything, that I'm, you know, on task and on track as I need to be. And the other thing I did not notice by looking online that I was actually really pleased about is when, for the week, so this is for February, when you flip it over, I have a month on one page for the month and a note section. In the description box on Amazon, it didn't mention that it had these, so that's why I had originally bought the month on 2 pages, thinking that I would need it and then this would just be the weeks. Had I known that it came with this month on, you know, 1 page, I probably wouldn't have done the month on 2 pages, but I didn't know, so it's just something, you know, to keep in thought for next time. And again, a whole nother note section at the beginning of the month. Then you start with your month on, you know, your weekly views here, and then a note section at the end. And I just love all the bright colors and the fun, you know, designs and everything that they have in this collection. I really just, it adds a lot of color and pizzazz, you know, without me having to do a lot, which, you know, I think is really cool. And then, so that's the end, that's my calendar section. Then at the end of this, at the end of all my calendar section, I added some dividers myself to create a couple extra sections for things that I want to stay on point with this year. And I use this divider here with some tabs, just, you know, anticipating that I might need some. These are the folders I made, the dividers, and I made the tabs as well. Let me show you the tabs a little better. The tabs up there, I made those. There's 4 of them all together. And I just used this Fiskars punch I got at Joann's to create the tabs, and then use some score tape and my tiny attacher to attach them. These were just the Snap Color Vibe pages, and they were already 8.5 tall, so I just had to trim them down to the 5.5 here. And so I decided to go with the polka dots. This is a section I created for my blog, so I can keep track of my posts, ideas, inspiration, things that I want to do with that throughout the year. I had already in my planner left over, I had these to-do lists, which I thought was great for my blog. I can write down, you know, what I want to do, when I want to do it, things like that. So I have a few to-do lists in here. And then at the end, I just have this plain lined paper, which gives me plenty of opportunities, you know, for just jotting down ideas, inspiration, things as I'm out and about and seeing it. I have another section here for YouTube. And again, just another folder, my to-do list, and just some blank lined paper. And then the last two sections, I'm not quite sure what they're going to be. Ideally, one was going to be kind of like a journaling inspiration, you know, just out and about, grocery shopping, you know, things like that. But I don't know if that's really going to work out for me. So we'll kind of see how this evolves for these last two pages. But they just have some lined paper in them. And this very last section, what I decided is it came with these address directory inserts where you can just write, you know, the name and then phone number and stuff in here. And I thought that's handy because sometimes you need numbers, but you don't necessarily want them in your smartphone or, you know, in your phone where it's kind of muddling up your contacts and all that stuff. So sometimes it's just handy to have a place where you can just jot down real quick someone's information and all that stuff, instead of trying to whip out your phone and get it all plugged in. So we're going to try that. And then at the very end, I just have a notepad. This came with the planner. I hadn't used it all up. So before I went and bought anything festive, I thought I would just use this up. It's just it can either go, you know, it's punched where it can go on the rings, but I like that it just sits back here in this pouch. So that's my planner. I kept it pretty simple. I kept it pretty basic, just to kind of see how I get started with it. And I anticipate that it's just going to evolve and will, you know, kind of grow. And as I need to tweak and change depending on what's going on and things, you know, this will evolve. But I'm really excited where it's at now. I think it's a great starting point, and hopefully it keeps me on track for the year. My goal is to, you know, really, I want to stay organized and have this enthusiasm and all of this, you know, in the middle of July when it's crazy. I still want to be on track with this. So hopefully this will get me there. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope this inspires you to make your own planner and see how organized you can stay for the year. Have a great day. Thanks for watching. Bye.